All right, I want to talk to you about why I bought this particular coin out of fear. This actually is my beginner's guide to buying gold and silvers. So I'm kind of going to tell you a story so all of this makes sense to you, what happened to me. All right, so let me start. So for years, I've always heard that people get scammed when they're trying to buy gold and silver. I always wanted to buy it, but I never did because that's all I ever heard. Now, I did have some constitutional silver coins. I didn't even know they were silver. I just thought that they might be valuable because they were old. And that's all. That's all I thought about. And we'll say, move forward there. Time flies. I Googled one day how to buy gold and silver. And then it took me to AppNex. And I was like, AppNex, what is this? What are they trading? I have no idea. And I said, I can't trust this. I don't know what this is. So I left it alone. But it stayed with me. So I thought about it for a few more days. But I didn't even think about going to YouTube because I went to YouTube for a lot of things. But I didn't go for this. But I guess, Google knows when you start looking for things. It popped up an ad and it said U.S. Mint. And I said, well, the U.S. government, I can trust their money, I guess. So I went to the website. I fumbled around for a few minutes. I didn't even know what I was really looking for. And then I finally found gold. It was this 1/10 ounce Liberty coin, and the one that I bought out of fear. I want you to understand, I never, ever heard spot or premiums. I just didn't know anything about this market. I just saw that this 1/10 ounce gold coin was less than the 1 ounce gold coin, and it was minted by the U.S. government. And it said it was 9.999% all pure gold. I was like, this is fantastic. I'm getting this. So I paid a bunch of money for it. I waited for it to arrive. And yeah, sure enough, about a week later, it arrived. Boy, I was so happy. I was like a teenage boy on his first date, tearing into that box. Just couldn't wait to see what was in there. I opened the package, and there was this small wine red box. The box had a dime-sized coin inside of it, and the coin was in a capsule. All of a sudden, I was like disappointed. I thought to myself, $200 for a dime? Oh, no. I can't even touch it. It's trapped in a capsule. So I thought about it some more. A couple of nights went by, and I said, well, maybe I could buy real gold or silver from the Canadian Mint. They're a mint too, just like the U.S. Mint. I guess I can trust them. So I went ahead and I bought a silver coin. Again, I went to work and everything, waited for about 2 weeks. Then there it was in my mailbox. This time it was a bigger package, though. And when I opened up the package, the coin was about the size of a Kennedy, $50 or maybe an Eisenhower or somewhere between, right? But again, I was disappointed because when I opened it up, this was tightly wrapped also. It was wrapped in this plastic clear wrap and in a capsule. I thought to myself, oh no, not again. I can't touch this coin. What am I going to do? So I thought about it a little bit more, and I said, well, what do I go to a coin store? So I called a few local coin shops, and then I drove to one of them. They bragged on their commercial on the internet on what a great coin shop they were. So I said, I'll go there. When I got there, they had this glass counter, and they had all these coins laid out. And over in the far right-hand corner, they had a little area that was for silver and gold bullion. I did ask the owner, where was their gold bullion. So he pointed me in that direction. And I looked at the glass, and he goes, well, can I help you? And I said, well, how do you know this stuff is real? And he reached under the counter and pulled out this machine, and he pulled out a magnet, a pretty big magnet. And he said that he does a magnet test. He'll see if the coins stick to the magnet, because gold and silver will not stick to a magnet. And he says if they fail the magnet test, then he's going to put them on the machine, and the machine will tell him. So the machine, he types in what type of coin it is, and it analyzes it, tells him that it, whether it's gold or silver. And I said, well, how do you trust this? So he said, hold on a second. And he went to the back of the store. About a minute later, he came out with some fakes, and he put them on the counter, ran the magnet over it. Some of them stuck to the magnet. He said, okay, right away, these are fake. But some of them didn't stick to the magnet. And he said, okay, now this is the ones that I'll put on the machine. And he did. He put on the machine. And sure enough, the machine said they were fake. And I said, wow, you can really trust it. And he goes, oh, yeah. And he mentioned something about tungsten, I believe it was. He said it was close to gold. He said those are pretty sophisticated. But then he said, let me show you something. And he went to the back. He came out with a small pair of bolt cutters. And he grabbed a silver bar. And he said, watch this. And he cut the silver bar in half. And he showed me that the bar was just covered in silver and the inside was copper. And he goes, see there? And I was like, wow. And I said, I feel I can trust this guy. And he did have a 1 ounce Canadian gold coin there, a 1989. And I said, okay, I'll buy this coin. So I went and I purchased it. I remember it was about $1,400, not quite $1,400 back then, but it was about $1,400. I went home and I was like, wow, I got my first, and it was heavy. It was heavy. It was the first coin I felt that was that heavy. Holding a quarter in my hand, even holding a Kennedy in my hand, and I was, a 50-cent piece. I was like, wow, this is really heavy. This is nice. So I said, let me look online to see how else I can get some gold and silver. And I watched it. I remember Google telling me about APMEX. So I went to YouTube and I looked up APMEX and I found a video. And I found out that APMEX meant American Precious Metal Exchange. And I was like, wow. And then the video, it told me that, APMEX was okay company and that they had good ratings and all this. So I called APMEX and I forgot how the whole arrangement went, but made an arrangement to send them. They told me how to send the gold coin off to them and that they'll give me the money after they evaluate the coin. I tell you, it's been such a journey. Next thing I know, the money is deposited in my account. I got just, a little bit over $1,400. I was like, man, this is great. And that's what gave me confidence in buying gold and silver. And since then, I've been buying it. In this video, I just want to show people like me who had never bought gold and silver online that you can actually do it. And you don't have to do it from the Canadian Mint or the American Mint or the Mexican Mint or whatever. So let me tell you a few companies that I've bought from. And I'll leave a link in the description so that any new gold and silver buyers can use these links. I just want to let you know that I'm not sponsored by them and I can't guarantee any of these companies. I do want you to trust your own instincts and on your own. But from my experience, APMEX, this is APMEX, bought from them. You see they had the Better Business Bureau A rating. You have Gainesville Coins, JM Bullion, Provident Metals, which I understand is part of JM Bullion now, SD Bullion, Golden Eagle, eBay. Now, eBay, I only buy from people who have like 100% rating or 99.9%, or sometimes companies like APMEX sell on eBay. And with eBay, you can buy with eBay bucks and all that and save you a little money that way too. But I also encourage you to look at the reviews, read the reviews. And like I said, main thing, trust your instincts. It's good to do research. But from my point of view, absolutely no problem buying from APMEX, Gainesville, JM Bullion, Provident Metals, SD Bullion, Golden Eagle, eBay. I haven't had any trouble, knock on wood, and hopefully it stays that way. So I hope this video helped you. You can go to these websites. The one thing I do want to mention is that when you're buying gold from some of them, or sometimes APMEX will sell you, it doesn't matter how much gold or silver you buy, it's going to be at one price. At other times, if you buy, 1 to 50, it's going to be one price, 50 to 100, another price, more than 100, another price. And the more you buy, of course, the lower the price. They don't always have it that way. Sometimes it doesn't matter how the quantity you buy, it'll be the same. The good thing about some of these companies, if you buy $99 or more, you don't have to pay any shipping. So far, Gainesville Coins is the only one that I've had to pay shipping, but the amount that I bought from them made up for it, so it equaled the amount that maybe if I would have bought it through APMEX or JM Bullion. I did want to let you know about that also. Well, I hope this video helped you out. If it did, I would appreciate it. And the algorithm that YouTube has, they want you to hit that like button. So I would really appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, I would love to have you as a subscriber. As you know, it's free and they don't charge you anything for being a subscriber, but hopefully you'll keep getting some good value. All right. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.